project, we have encountered food insecurity, and that is a major issue. So, how is it that food insecurity is not a production issue, but rather a distribution and affordability issue?
So I will say, as you said at the last part, why it's not a production issue. And I would say the reason why it's not a production issue because if you look everywhere you go, even on campus in a vending machine, all these different places to eat, there's so much food around us. So it wouldn't necessarily be a production issue. Yes, you can it may not be healthy food and fast food and so forth, but any type of food is not really a production issue, I would say, in the US. So it's more of like, as you said, insecurity and so forth issue. And I would say just like the food pricing that's going up, some low income areas they can't afford it, and household that's wasting foods instead of donating to low income areas that can't afford it and so forth. So I just would say that's mainly the reason why and so forth.
Yeah, I was also thinking like the issue isn't that there's not enough land or there's not
Right, yeah.
enough farmers around, but it's just we live in a pretty vast areas, also different areas. So we have our rural ones, and then we also have our countryside. So
Yeah.
as you produce the food to bring it into the cities, you have to freeze them. You have to pay someone to drive the trucks, and that is where the supply chain comes from. And as the supply chain moves from A to B, everyone wants to make their profits. So that's how it builds up. Some families are not able to afford it. Right.
Yeah, and I like how you said where everyone's trying to make a profit, which I feel like that's the business in today's society.
Right.
And it's called, I think it's, I forgot what it's called, but it's like the demand changed, supply and demand.
Right,
So like
right.
everyone's trying to make a profit, and I like how you incorporate that. That's why like for example, it will take like $1 to make something, but then they will change it to $5 to sell it, and that's how
Right.
like different ones can't afford to make it. So I like how you incorporate the everyone's trying to make a profit within the food industry, which is very sad because not everyone can afford it. And
Right.
as our overall review, it's zero hunger and not everyone can.
Yeah, and
be able
different
to eat.
locations too, right? Like for example, if you live in the countryside, it's gonna be that $1. But if you live in
Yeah.
New York, it's as it makes its way from the farm to New York. There are everyone's gonna want to be paid, and
Yeah.
sometimes there are border customs and little prices that build up based on that, and
Yeah.
that leads up to someone not being able to afford the food, afford what they want to buy.
Yeah, I do strongly agree with that.
Yeah, right.